everybody. I'm Anne-Margaret.
I'm Anthony.
We're with Raise the Vibration, and this is the Global Community Healing Forum. And we start with about a 15-minute meditation, so everybody is on mute right now, and then we'll unmute everybody after we get started so that we can have our discussion. So find a comfortable position to sit, and you can elevate your pelvis just to get comfortable. And then go ahead and let your palms face upwards, close your eyes, and feel the crown of the head lengthening up towards the sky. And with every exhale, arrive more fully in your body. Your mind might have been thinking about 100 things before you started and sat down here with us. So just let all of that fade into the background and be present here and now. Notice if your energy is leaning forward or leaning back. If you can find yourself right up on top of those sit bones, rooting the pelvis down into the ground, lengthening the crown of the head. We just had a new moon this week on Wednesday. This new moon was also the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. Pretty significant time for the Earth right now, and happy birthday. Happy 50th Earth Day. So in this moment, as we're connecting with the energies going on this week, I want you to connect with your deepest truth. That part of you that after several weeks in quarantine might be really coming to the surface. Something that you have been distracting yourself from taking a look at. And with a full breath, exhale out any anxiety or any resistance you have to that deep dive into that deepest truth within you. But all the noise, maybe you actually hear it with your ears, or maybe it's inside of your head, but all the noise and the energetic stagnation or entanglement within you and around you began to lose focus and to soften, naturally dissolving and untangling. Keeping a tall spine, but letting the belly be soft. As your breath enters your body, feel the gentle caressing and that pathway that it takes as it enters through your nose, down, filling your lungs, expanding your rib cage. And let's take it out the mouth. Do that breath again a few more times. As we lengthen our exhale a little longer than our inhale, it slowly calms the nervous system down just a little bit more. One more of those conscious breaths. And now just let your breath return to normal. Keep your eyes closed and turn your eyes inwards to focus on that third eye point, that sixth chakra right in the very center of the brain, that higher seeing place. So in connecting with that deepest truth that is starting to reveal itself, maybe it's that you've been moving through life with a lack of gratitude for the simple things. Perhaps it's a shift in career or just shift in how you see the world. Maybe it is your relationship to your loved ones, your partner, your roommate, or maybe to yourself. How are you navigating through these various obstacles that are presenting themselves at this time? Are you pushing against the rocks that are so much heavier than you have the strength to move and exhausting yourself by resisting those obstacles? Are you giving up, shrugging your shoulders, and just sitting down and getting distracted by anything that will distract you? Food, entertainment, drama, the news, and just seeing that obstacle in front of you, pulling the shade down so that you can just be distracted and pretend it's not there. Or are you courageously seeing those obstacles rather than being in denial or resistance to them? Are you curious about them, their shape, how they play in your life, what they keep you from? Being curious about them so that you can know how to move around them, so that they can be in your rearview mirror rather than smack dab in front of you. If we think about our lives with the metaphor of the nursery rhyme, row, row, row your boat, it's a wonderful metaphor for us to remember how to move through our lives, especially when we face the rapids, the rocks, the big boulders, the storms in our lives. And if we break down this nursery rhyme, we hear a very profound message that we're not just supposed to drift in our boats. We're not just supposed to allow the unfolding of our lives to carry us wherever the rapids and the currents carry us. But we are to be rowers, we are to be creators, intentionally moving downstream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. That we're active participants in our lives, not allowing ourselves just to sit there and pretend it's not happening or resisting those obstacles. But we are intentionally creating, knowing that we do not need to stay stuck in the victim archetype by anyone or anything, that we have the divine capability to manifest. And how are we rowing? Are we rowing with chaotic arms and exhausting ourselves? No, it says gently. Row, row, row your boat, not anyone else's, not your family members, not your friends, not your partners. Row, row, row your boat gently, not upstream, but downstream. Listen to your circumstances and what's going on in the world right now. But go downstream, listen to the flow of where you're being guided, but be intentional about the course you're taking. And the next lines, you have 4 merrilies. Merrily, 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 merrily. Not fearfully, 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 fearfully. Merrily. We have a choice, lovingly, merrily, with joy. Are we going to move through our life and encountering those obstacles? When we're expertly rowing downstream, we can see those boulders coming and move around them. We can see the rapids and steer into them so that we know how to move through them in a conscious, intentional way. But we all have the choice of how we will be in the face of life's many obstacles, storms, and rapids. Merrily, 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 merrily. And the last bit of this nursery rhyme is life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. How do we remember to have perspective? That we have this one life to savor, these relationships in our lives to truly enjoy, rather than combat, rather than fight, rather than resist those obstacles. How can we welcome them in and feel empowered to be conscious manifestors, to meet those obstacles or those shadows and feel empowered by the direction and the intentional manifestation that we are choosing? Deep breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. Let's bring the hands together in front of the heart center. Share one Om to close our meditation. Inhale. Om.